Do you dream of being a fearless leader and you're a chosen one and you know that you're a chosen one, but you are moving in fear and you are scared to move out of your shell and into your true calling? Well, you are in luck because today I have 5 tips on how to step out of that fear and step into your true calling and really thrive in being a chosen one as God has called you to do. What's up guys? This is your girl Laquana McIntyre, aka I am successful too. You are watching the road to success. Okay, today I just want to talk to my chosen ones. I want to talk to my chosen ones. My chosen ones know who you are. You know who you are. You know who you are because more than likely you've been told that you are a chosen one. You saw that you are a chosen one. You in your spirit, in your heart know that you are a chosen one, but you absolutely refuse to embrace it because you cannot step out of your fear. You cannot step out of your shell. You doubt yourself too much. You self-doubt too much. You sit here and you ride on the what is. You ride on the negatives, the failures. You already paint a terrible picture before it even happens. God has called you to the front line. You are a generational curse breaker. You are the one who's supposed to be the change in your family. You are supposed to change the trajectory of the family bloodline, but you refuse to do so because you're too scared. It's a reason why God has called you to be the chosen one in the family. He knows that you have a capacity. He's giving you the capacity. You have an assignment on your life that is greater than any man can break. No man can break the calling that you have on your life. God is just waiting for you. And this video is so important, guys, because I, for one, had to learn how to step out of fear and step into the role of being a generational curse breaker. No, it has not been easy. It's still not easy. Being a leader will never be easy in whatever ministry that you are in, but you must do what you have to do. We need you to the front line, guys, because it is so much that is going on in this world today. There is so much going on in this world today, and you cannot afford to be silent. We cannot afford for you to be silent if you are a chosen one and you have enough impact to affect the ones who are around you. Okay, so today I want to provide you with 5 tips to move out of your shell and into your greatness. Okay, now I do want you to make sure that you are staying into the end because the last tip is going to be the most important. The last tip is going to be the icing on the cake, and the last tip is the one that's really gonna move the needle for you. Okay, so be sure that you are staying into the end to understand what it is and why it is so important that you get that tip. Number 1, guys, I want you to face your fears head on. Now, what you should do in your mind is you can think of what's the worst that can happen, okay? Think of what's the worst that can happen, but do not harp and ride on that. I want you to mainly think of what's the best thing that can happen, okay? Also, really realize what is it that's holding you back. Dive in deep on what's holding you back. Why am I not stepping into this calling? What's the distraction that's been placed in front of me? What kind of hurdle am I experiencing right now? The main objective for doing this is helping you reframe your mind. You literally need to reframe your mind in order to step out of that fear, and it's also going to help you build confidence. Okay, if the worst that can happen is not you dying, then there is really no reason why it should be holding you back. Okay, so make a long story short, you can ask what's the worst that what's the worst that could happen? But really, it's so you can kind of put yourself in check. It's really so you can put yourself in check, like, what? It's not that deep. Why am I worried about that? Okay. But again, you definitely want to ask yourself these questions so you can reframe your mind, because you're going to just need to go ahead and face your fear head on. Trust me, once you face your fear head on and you just do it, it just seems to not seem that scary anymore. You start to realize, like, what was I tripping about? This was not that deep. And what happens is, once you face that first fear, it becomes easier to start doing more challenges. You start to get to the point where you love fear. You thirst for fear. Okay, you thirst for fear. And why do you thirst for fear? Because the fear is providing growth. Okay, you do not grow until you get uncomfortable, and that is exactly why you need to face that fear head on. Okay. Number 2, guys. So number 2, practice self-compassion. Okay, I am all about self-compassion nowadays, because I used to be bad at, like, really putting myself down. Like, I just felt like if I didn't complete this task of the day, or if something didn't go exactly as planned, then I was not good enough for what it is I was trying to do. But I had to teach myself to be kind to myself, and also I had to acknowledge that it is okay to be scared. That is completely human, okay? It is not abnormal to be scared when you are stepping out of comfort zone and you are stepping into something new. Matter of fact, I want you to embrace the fear in you. I want you to embrace being scared. Embrace your voice shaking and the jitters. You know what I'm saying? Because again, as you are going through that, that is helping you become a better version of yourself. It's literally building you up. I'm serious, guys. So in that moment, while you're scared, do not get mad at yourself. Do not feel like, oh my gosh, I am a coward. No, you are not. Here's the key though. I don't want you to let that fear get to you so much that you don't do the task at hand. Okay, embrace it, but fight past it at the same time. Do everything scared. Okay, and again, be kind to yourself. Do not beat yourself up, okay? Remind yourself that you are not alone, and that there's many leaders that's been in your position before. Trust me, the most successful people today had to go through a process of fear. And even when you get to the next level and you finally get to where it is you're trying to go, there are still going to be things that scares you guys. Like, that is never going to end. Like, that's never going to end. That's why you have to learn how to embrace fear, because no matter what it is that you're doing, if you've been called to be a leader in whatever it is that you're doing, there's always going to be things and hurdles that you're going to have to overcome. Okay, so just pretty much during this process, focus on your strength and your accomplishments, because once you step out of fear and you accomplish something, that is going to give you the confidence that you need to keep going. Now, something that I suffer from, I tend to like knock off goals and accomplish things, and I'll just keep going. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, what's next? I got that done. What's next? Sometimes you're going to have to learn how to stop and smell the roses, because whenever you are an ambitious individual and you keep you're staying focused on what's next and, oh, I got to do this or that, what's next, like, it feels like you haven't done anything. It feels like, oh, I'm stagnant. I'm not moving. You know what I'm saying? But you are. You know what I'm saying? You really, really are. You just have to stop, smell the roses. And that is why it's always good to journal, and also like write out what you're grateful for, because that's always a constant reminder of the progress that you are making. If you don't stop and smell the roses, then you're going to end up quitting. You know what I'm saying? You're going to end up quitting because you're going to feel like you're not making any progress. And once you quit, you're going to realize like, oh, wow, I did come a long way. So practice self-compassion. Number 3, I want you to take small steps. And this baby steps is so important because you never, ever want to stop or start something cold turkey where you just diving way in. I like to definitely use this tip when it comes to weight loss. I like to use this tip when it comes to weight loss because whenever your mind has been set on eating whatever you want every day, okay, you don't go to the gym, you're not gonna get right into what you need to do instantaneously. Hey guys, I am sorry about that, but I'm going to go ahead and just real quick provide you guys with these final tips because I don't have much battery life. So I'm going to make this really, really quick, okay? So here's the last few tips. So I did tell you to take small steps, but also be sure that you're seeking support and accountability in the process because, again, this is outside of your norm. So that support and that accountability is going to help you move along, and then it's going to be like a sense of encouragement for you. Reframe your mindset. I'm gonna harp on that again. So reframing your mindset, you could do that in seeking, again, accountability, getting a mentor, watching a lot of motivational videos, prayer, talking to God. There's all kind of different ways that you can reframe your mindset, and it's definitely all about just thinking more positive versus thinking of the negative. Now, I did tell you guys to be sure that you stay to the end of this video so you can get the final life-changing tip. That tip is the power of imperfection action, okay? So imperfection action is just simply stating that whatever you're doing, you may not know what you're doing or how you're doing it, but do it anyways, because the biggest teacher is going to be falling on your tail and failing. So fail forward. That is my biggest tip, to fail forward. And again, it is imperfect action. Get all of the information that you need to do what you need to do, but please do not get too analytical because we can get stuck in analysis paralysis. And again, you're going to learn the best by just taking action and by just doing what it is that you need to do to take you to the next level, okay? So if you are interested in my journey into leadership and what I had to do to get to a place of feeling confident in who I am as a woman and fully embracing the calling that God had on my life, then take a look at this video. This video is telling you what I suffered through that held me back. I'll see you guys in the next video.